Hello, it's the Geo Tutor here, and today we're going to be thinking about map skills. Whenever you head out for a walk, chances are you're going to be taking an Ordnance Survey map with you, and you will need to know how to read the map. Not only is it important for your own safety, and in terms of deciding how long the walk might take you, it's also something that the GCSE exam will test you on. So you need to know if you're going to be heading up a hill like this one, or whether your walk is going to be flat. And to do that, you need to be able to read contour lines. So that's what this video is about. And here's an example of some contour lines. We're going to use our imagination here, and I'm here, but just so I can get the potatoes in the clip, I've had to angle my screen. So what you need, 2 potatoes, doesn't matter if they're big, small, and we need them cut in half, but I'd like you to ask an adult to cut them in half, okay? I don't want to be responsible for any nicks and cuts. So get your potatoes and cut them in half, but cut them in half in different ways. So one I have cut crossways and one I have cut lengthways. We can discard the other halves, that's fine. Now these potatoes are going to represent our hills. We want to think about it in terms of a map. What do the hills look like? We should be able to look at a piece of paper and almost create a mental image of what that hill is like. So have your potatoes, possibly on a bit of kitchen towel just so they don't slip around, and we're going to draw some contours on our potatoes. Now I'm going to use a sharpie pen or equivalent, just because sometimes biro doesn't work awfully well on potato skin, but if you've got other felt tips, anything's fine like that. So I'm going to start off with this one and hope that this one works. And the kitchen towel is really sea level, and we want to mark our contours as we go up from the sea. So with a ruler, I'm going to be marking off every ½ centimetre really. That's going to be our contour interval for this. Obviously we're on a much smaller scale than if we were in real life, hence our contour interval is going to be a lot smaller. Normally it's 10 metres, so we're going to about ½ centimetre. So what I'd like you to do, you put your ruler on the potato at the bottom and you go up about ½ centimetre. Now I've got a silly ruler which doesn't actually start right at the bottom, but generally ½ centimetre. I'm going to put a line. Then I'm going to go up again. ½ centimetre, ½ centimetre, and keep going. Now I might have to move the ruler a little bit to make sure I get to the top of the hill, and that's okay. Then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do the same thing again. And I'm going to do it a few more times. And we're going to keep going. And it doesn't matter if your potato's got a few blemishes in. It's all good. So keep going. And then when you've got enough, we're going to see if we can join up these intervals. So here's the first line going round. Now my Sharpie pen's not working, hence I've got a spare. Let's see if this one will work better. That seems to be a bit better. So while I paused that, I went away and I carried on with my potatoes. I've got 2 potatoes and I've done the same for each of them. I drew my contour intervals and then I've joined up the lines. Now what we can see is a contour pattern. So pop your potatoes down and just stand up and have a look at them from above. What you can see there on your potatoes now is a contour pattern just like we see on Ordnance Survey maps, like at the top of the page before. We can see the closer the contours, the steeper the hill. I mean, that is going to be a pretty steep hill to climb. We need to be warned about that if we're out for a stroll. Okay, next challenge, piece of paper. Pop your potatoes on a piece of paper, draw round them. Next to it, draw round the actual shape. So we've got one side on your piece of paper is looking down, one side is looking from the side. Then what I would like you to do is to put your contour pattern onto that piece of paper next to the shape of your potato. That way we should be able to see different shapes give us different contour patterns. Hopefully that helps a little bit with contours. We'll also then go on and have a little look at other ways we can show height on maps. Upload your picture, your piece of paper, take a photo of this and upload it. I look forward to seeing them.